2CI is a psychedelic phenethylamine with entactogen qualities. It's a member of the 2C family and is less popular than 2CB. The effects of a drug, especially a hallucinogen like 2CI, will vary. So, the most I can provide is a general overview of the effects. Among the positive effects are closed and open eye visuals, mood lift, euphoria, sociability, disinhibition, increased sexuality, feelings of love, and music appreciation. The negative effects can include muscle tension, a strong uncomfortable body load, teeth grinding, anxiety, nausea, insomnia, confusion, fear, paranoia, and increased heart rate. 2CI's open eye visuals are described as very bright, though its closed eye visuals are often milder than other 2C drugs. It tends to have a greater body load than 2CB, which can make the experience uncomfortable, but this effect doesn't exist for everyone. 2CI is widely said to be less deep with its cognitive effects than other psychedelics. As such, at a reasonable dose, it is considered a better psychedelic for someone less familiar with the category. Its stimulation is described as speedy and amphetamine-like, sometimes leaving you with more energy than you can handle. When used orally, it lasts for 5 to 12 hours and has an onset of 45 to 120 minutes. It normally ends within 8 hours, and Shulgin listed its duration as 6 to 10 hours. Intranasally, the drug works for 4 to 8 hours and has an onset of less than 10 minutes. 2CI is a psychedelic phenethylamine and a member of the 2C family, which also includes 2CB, 2CE, and 2CP. Structurally, it is very similar to 2CB. The only difference between them is that 2CB has a bromine atom in the same spot that 2CI has an iodine. A full characterization of the drug's pharmacological actions doesn't exist, but it likely provides much of its activity through 5-HT2A and 5-HT2C agonism. Its derivative, 2CI-NBOMe, also known as 25I-NBOMe, has been a far more popular drug that's also proven to be more easily dangerous, in part because of its increased potency. 2CI was synthesized by Alexander Shulgin, and it was brought to the public's attention after Shulgin described it in his 1991 book, Pikal. It was sold in some smart shops, such as those in the Netherlands, in the early 2000s after 2CB became illegal. The market for 2CI has always been small, and it appears the drug was never really passed off as MDMA, which means its use was largely intentional. When the drug is used orally, which is the most common route of administration, a light dose is 5 to 10 milligrams, a common dose is 10 to 20 milligrams, and a strong dose is 20 to 30 milligrams. Intranasal use, which is said to be very painful, has a light dose of 2 to 5 milligrams, a common dose of 5 to 10 milligrams, and a strong dose of over 10 milligrams. The drug is illegal in the US as of 2012. It's also been made illegal in a number of other countries, including Australia, China, France, Germany, Sweden, and the UK. We don't know what the lethal dose of 2CI is. Within the normal dose range, it appears to be relatively safe acutely for a healthy person, but due to the lack of information, more care should be taken. That means the drug should be used infrequently, only the smallest possible dose should be used, and it shouldn't be combined with other substances. It's advised you not add any other stimulants into the mix, since that can increase the chance of overstimulation and anxiety. Overstimulation, even just with 2CI, is entirely possible and potentially dangerous with high doses, such as more than 30 milligrams orally. Tolerance exists after a single use and will go away in about a week. If you have any questions about 2CI, feel free to leave them in the comment section. You can also leave them in the Reddit thread for this video, which is linked in the description. Support on Patreon is greatly appreciated, since it allows me to provide more drug education. If you want to help out, head to patreon.com/thedrugclassroom. You can also contribute via PayPal or Bitcoin. You can connect with me on Twitter at Seth A. Fitzgerald and via email at thedrugclassroom@gmail.com. If you have any topic recommendations, you can post them in the comment section or send them to me elsewhere.